morning, everyone. This is Financial Literacy 101. And before this stock blows up, I just want you guys to go ahead and invest in Intel. We're going to walk through the stock review of why I believe that Intel is going to pretty much blow out of the sky. And a lot of analysts are looking at this stock and they're saying, hey, Intel, with this new release of their 10th generation I-Core, they has a potential at a high margin of going up to $80. But as a median is $50. Now, unfortunately, right now, the stock is at $45. So right now you can get in on some profits very quickly. But right now the stock is at $45. Now, over the past 5 years, Intel has been up 34%. That's not too bad. Anything over 20% is really well in my opinion, okay? The past year, they've been down about 20% or so. The last 3 months, down 7%. The last month, down 12%. The past week, they've been up almost 1%. And today, they're up almost 2%. They're doing very, very well, okay? Now, this 10th generation chip that was released inside of laptops as well as desktops was released between April and June. Okay, April and June. A lot of people didn't know about it because a lot of people wasn't really buying computers like that because of COVID-19. A lot of people were really reserving their money. But nonetheless, now that the economy is somewhat trying to stabilize, but we understand the election, tonight they got to count the ballots and this, that, and the other. It's going to be pretty much rocky. But this will show you something else. I'm up in my portfolio $400 the day of the election. The only thing I can think of, people are predicting maybe that Donald Trump is going to win. And so investors are happy to go invest. That's the only way I can, because I can't explain it. This is what I'm talking about. You can't be an emotional investor and you can do all your analytics, all your research, and simply just not know how the stock market is going to react. It's just one of those things. But anyway, let's get back on it. Now, Intel. I know a lot of you guys know about Intel. Like right here on my computer, I have Intel, NVIDIA, then I got some Energy Star thing. But nonetheless, Intel manufactures and sells computer products and technologies. It delivers computer networking and data storage and communication platforms. The firm operates through the following segments: Client Computing Group, Data Center Group, Internet of Things Group, Non-Volatile Memory Solutions Group, Programmable Solutions, and all other. The OCG segment consists of platforms designed for notebooks and 2-to-1 systems, desktops, tablets, phones, wireless and wired connectivity, products and mobile communication components. The DCG segment includes workload optimization, platforms and related products designed to enterprise cloud and communication infrastructure markets. Now, we all know about Intel, guys. It's pretty much in everything we have, unless it's AMD. AMD is a big competitor. AMD is a big competitor of Intel. And I like AMD too. And matter of fact, just to show you how much I like AMD, I'm going to show you guys right here on my portfolio. You should see some AMD here. Give me 1 second. Right here. Now, AMD is way up, okay? This is funny only for one reason. Let me do a compare and contrast, okay? AMD over the 5 years. AMD over the 5 years is up almost 3,500%, okay? Now, let me go back. I would love to show you guys how AMD was down and Intel was up. It almost kind of did like a flip, right? Because what people don't understand is, let me show you the 5-year mark. When Intel was around $80, where was it at? It was $80, I believe. We're going to get on that when we go to Yahoo, okay? But bear with me. They were up almost $80 if I'm not mistaken. But let me go back to this review, guys. Let me finish this. And we're going to really get into some numbers. Now, the CEO is Robert Holmes Swan. Employees 110,000. Dividends yield almost 3%. And this company is very old, back in 1968. The collections are electronic components and 100 most popular stocks. Let's see, is there anything that we should cover here? Not too much. The analysts have this as 30% buy, 45% hold, and a 25% sell. See, Intel is one of those stocks, in my belief, that you have to catch it kind of on the incline of it gaining some momentum. Because when we get to Zacks, you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. We're going to skip what the bears and bulls say. We can go right to the earnings. Now, Q4, they were up and unfortunately have a steady decline, but it looks like they're almost trying to tick up here, and I believe they're going to do well. This is my belief, okay? You got Cisco, AMD, AT&T, and Microsoft all in that same realm. Let's move on. We're going over to Market Watch very quickly. Let's see if we can find anything, because I believe Intel still is a company that's operating out of profit. That's what I believe. So right here, we have the EPS at $5.10. So they're doing very, very well. And year to date, they're almost down 25%. That looks rough. And again, this is a particular stock, let me go back, that you have to catch up on its upward trajectory, okay? You see right here, if you go on a 5-year span on a line chart, you have to look at where the dips. Now, the hugest dip was COVID-19 during March 20th for this particular stock, but most stocks in the stock market was during our March timeframe. And that's what we have to understand, okay? So when it comes to this, we have to understand that if we would have bought it on the dip, which was, it dropped down to 45, not too much significance right now, but it went all the way up to 64 in June. And a lot of day traders or short-term traders, they love a stock like this because they know that's not going to go away for a while, and it's had huge profit margins. So now, if you're looking at what's going on, let's look at this. $58, it drops down back to $44, okay? Then it goes up to $51, it drops back down to $40 again, and then it's on an upward tick, $57, and it goes all the way up to $68. So it basically, if you buy it right now between our 40 and 45 mark, chances are in the next 3 months it's going to shoot up again, okay? And again, a lot of analysts are saying that their projection is going to be $80, but the median is $50. So that's very important. Let me move on. So we covered that, ladies and gentlemen. So let's move on to y'all. And I want you to see what I'm talking about here, okay? So now this is way back in 2000. Intel was up to $74, $75 roughly, okay? And then through that course of time, it went to 45, then it dropped down to, all the way down to $13 roughly, then it ticked back up, and then it kind of stayed up here for a while, okay? But let's look at this. In March 20th, it was up to almost $63, okay? Then COVID-19 hit, then it dropped, okay? And here, we have to catch this stock right now because history shows us that it drops down between $40 and $45, and then it raised up over $50. So there's a lot of profit to be made, but you have to buy the stock in high volume, okay? Or in option trading, okay? Or in option trading. Let's go over and see what the analysts are saying on Zacks. Zacks has it as a hold. The same analysts, what they're saying on Intel is a hold as well on Robinhood. Both analysts are saying this is a hold. The momentum is a C. The growth is a C, but the value of this stock is an A. So that should tell you something right there, ladies and gentlemen, that you should be investing in this stock right now and hold it, okay? And hold it. Now, the forward PE is 9.0%. The EPS is 4.8%. There's a fluctuation between Robinhood and Zacks, okay? But roughly $5 with the EPS, okay? Now, let me show you this right here, okay? And this is important. This is coming from CNN Money, in which I absolutely love this projection because it's meeting the analytics right in the middle. It's giving you the hardcore facts right in the middle when it comes to the stock's revenue and the increased profitability that you can have if you put this stock in your portfolio. And here's the thing, every stock that you put in your portfolio, you don't have to keep in your portfolio, but I will advise you not to change stocks out every month, every 2 months, every 3 months, because you're going to incur a lot of taxes. So what you do is you buy options. You keep those 4 to 6 stocks part of your portfolio, but you mostly aim in on those options. So let me look at this very quickly. So it says 32 analysts offering 12-month price for forecast from Intel Corporation have a medium target of $50. Right now, and again, Intel is at $45.20 with a high estimate of $82 and a low estimate of $40. So again, it doesn't really go below that $40 threshold. But the high estimate is $82 for the share. So right now you can double your profits. Very important. It says here the medium estimate represents a 12.44 increase from the last price of 44.77. So when I go back to Intel, I'm looking at their today's performance and they're up 1.7%. So I'm heavily invested. I won't say heavily invested, but I'm somewhat invested into AMD. But I am down with my AMD. But I'm going to hold this because AMD is going to bounce back like they've always been. Because over the past 5 years, AMD has been up 3,500%. That is very phenomenal. And we understand that they're in competition with Intel. So with Intel, because of the high volatility and over the past years, look at this. You see a lot of dips and dives inside of this. So again, if I catch it right here, 45, anywhere between 40 and 45, this is where you should actually buy. And then you should look at the upward trajectory over the course of maybe a month to 3 months. So with that being said, I'm going to buy an option with Intel right now because with my core portfolio, I want to shrink it down to around 6 to 8 stocks, but I have to wait for a lot of stock to bounce back. And because this is an election day, that there's a lot of volatility in the market because when I go back to my portfolio, which I'll show you here, is that I'm up. Now, last time I checked, I was up 400. Okay, now I'm down. See, here's the day right here. I was down to almost $40, but now I'm up, okay? Now I'm up. But nonetheless, I'm going to look outward because November 6th is too much of volatility with this election. Now, it can boom up, but I think I'm going to stretch this out. I want to say to November 20th when everything comes back normal. I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go out here and I'm going to buy, let's see, 45. No. If I catch it here, that's 135. That's 89. No. Let me get off of this one. Let me see how much it's going to cost me. I think it's going to be around, it's going to be 489. I only want to spend 200. I believe it's going to hit that amount. Let me look at the implied volatility very quickly, ladies and gentlemen. At 31.94%, that's low implied volatility. I'm not too sure about that. Let me make sure that I want to make a solid option investment here for November 20th. And the higher the volatility, the higher your risk is, but your payout could be a lot higher as well. This is not looking good. You know what? This will do. We're about 2 of these. We're about 2. Where they got me clocked at? I'm up here at 46 at 182. That's where I kind of want to be at. I'm going to put 200 in my account. And it's fluctuating as the market is live right now. It's going to take some time. I feel like the internet has been slower lately. Everybody's watching the election, what's going on. You should be making this money. But anyway, just shmoney, as they say. Let me deposit this money very quickly to my account. Hope everyone is having a great and wonderful day. I know a lot of people are at home waiting for chaos to happen. The market is still trading, guys. You got to get your shmoney on. Let's see here. Deposit these funds very quickly. I can't make the internet go any quicker, and I have a gigabyte of speed from AT&T, but lo and behold, it's either AT&T or Robinhood working against me. Okay, but nonetheless, here's another thing, and I showed you that I had AMD in my portfolio. I only got 2-point-something shares. I'm going to hold that for the long haul. But when it comes to when it comes to Intel, okay, I'm about to buy these 2 options for $180. And hopefully it goes through before it goes back up again because right now the market is fluctuating. I'm buying a call and the expiration date is November 20th. That's going to give me some rebound time. Now, most likely, anytime that you buy an option, within the same month, very risky. Very, 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 very risky. But nonetheless, because you should really be, if you want to be safe with your options, you should be looking long term. But here's the thing: the longer you look out, the more expensive the option. But you also decrease your risk when you're buying options. Now, as you can tell, that my portfolio is now back up to $400 something. I'm doing very, very well today. Let me look at the live. Let me see how much I'm really making. So I'm up $170 for it as we're speaking right now. They said my buying power. Did my option go through? Let's check this out, ladies and gentlemen. They keep saying you saw the deposit, but I didn't buy an option for Intel. This is what I'm talking about, guys. Robinhood, Robinhood, Robinhood. All right. Now they tell me my buying power is this amount. Bear with me, guys. Bear with me. I'm just trying to make sure everything is working out. So right now I'm buying options with Intel for you guys who are just getting inside the room. I didn't want to buy any individual shares, but I want to buy options with Intel because I want to catch it on an upward trajectory of it gaining some profit and some momentum. Now, I thought I just did an option, but it did not go through. So I'm going to try to go back in and buy these two options again. And I'm going to change the expiration date to November 20th. And I'm going to come up to 46. And I'm going to buy two options. Let's see here. Hopefully it goes through. 180. Something is going on today. I have no idea what's going on, guys. Okay. And submit. We're going to go back to my portfolio and see if it took place. It's just a matter of time. Later, I might come on, guys, and give you some guys more content on how to rent to own. Rent to own. A subscriber had suggested that. So I'm going to try to get to some good quality content for you guys. Let's go back to my portfolio. Let's see if it took place. Give me 1 second. I'm going to get out of here for today, for this morning, rather. All right. So right now we're buying options for Intel. I already have AMD and some shares, so we're buying options for Intel. Let's see if that took place. So I have $18 buying power. Let me go to my messages, make sure that it took. All right. Okay. So it says your order to buy two contract Intel has been filled and an average price of $91 per contract. Your order is complete. I'm trying to wait till that populates, and here we go. That is the options. All right. Let me see where I'm at. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, it's going to take some time for that to compute. But nonetheless, this is Financial Literacy 101. Learn money and be inspired and be very cognizant of what's going on with the stock market right there. We understand that there's elections going on. There's a lot of, hey, protect yourself, keep your head on a swivel, and enjoy your day. I'll talk to you guys on the next one. You guys have a great and wonderful day. I'm out.